by the way, the reason we came here was because of my birthday, and all my kids are here. Right now they're in St. Martin's, and we're going to get together and relive my life here in St. John.
I love that.
Yeah.
How many kids?
We have 4 kids. A daughter, Beth. She's a very successful woman in business, living in South Carolina. Second daughter, Pam. She was just retired as she was vice president of Travel and Leisure magazine in New York City. Very successful. A son, Rob, who was a bit of a rebel, and he's in Florida. And a son, Constance, and she's with a pharmaceutical family, a big pharmaceutical group in South Carolina. So my kids are all over the place, and we live in Connecticut, just outside of New Haven, small town, and it's different, but it's not like home. And this is home, and you know, I've done a lot in my life. I've been a teacher, been a principal, I've been a school superintendent. I was president of an international testing company. We tested kids all over the world, and I traveled pretty much around the globe. And you know, and I said this to Perdita, my wife, and to my own kids, when I look back over that career, the best years I had, and they will vouch for this, were my years at Beaconsfield. I felt that I'd made a slight difference, maybe. The relationship I had with you people, I thought was fantastic. I know I was strict. I hope I wasn't too strict. A little. How many of you actually were in a classroom where I taught you? Oh my gosh. Now, please don't ask me to go around and name each one of you. Yeah. One of the things I wanted to mention to you when I was here that happened to me that I will never forget is that when Princess Elizabeth visited St. John's a long time ago, I had a letter in the mail that told me that I was to report to the Admiral Beatty Hotel, told me what to wear, what not to wear, that I was going to be part of a group that would be presented to the Princess and the Duke. And the reason I'm telling you this is that I went and it was in the ballroom, and there was a big red carpet going up to a stage about this high. And the Princess was standing here, and the Duke was next to her. And I went up and said, "Your Highness," and she said, "So nice to have you here." And I went over to the Duke, and he looked at me and said, "In what capacity are you here?" And I said, "I'm a school principal." And he said, "Is that like a headmaster?" And I said, "Yes, sir." And he said, "My dear." And the Princess came over and said, "This young gentleman is a principal and headmaster." And she said, "And what is the name of your school?" And I said, "It's the Beaconsfield School." And she said, "And do you know who Beaconsfield was?" And I said, "Beaconsfield was Lord Beaconsfield, Benjamin Disraeli. He was Prime Minister of England under Queen Victoria, and he was a very good Prime Minister." And she said, "I am so pleased you Canadians know your English history." Isn't that a great story? You know, again, it's one of the things that you look for benchmarks in your life, and that indeed was one of them. Another one, my wife died of cancer when she was in her early 50s, and I was very fortunate. I was going to say I had an arranged marriage, but I went to a party, and there were 3 women there, and one of them stood out, and she's now sitting over there to try to take a picture. That's Perdita. Please say hello to her because she puts up a lot with me. I just want you to know that there are some things in life that stand out. And again, I'm going to tell you this again, all honesty. Whenever I am asked, what was the high point in your career? It was being here. It was in the 8th grade at Beaconsfield School with you as kids. Thank you for having me back.
One question, Mr. Norwood.
I'd just like to say I got those lines finally written that you got me to
Oh, I've got to mention this too. I have to mention the story, the cadet corps. Thank you. This, and I've got to show Perdita this too. I was very, very proud of this group. These are the boys in their blue uniforms and wedge hats and shiny brass buttons. That is the oldest cadet corps in this whole area. And whenever there was a parade, the Beaconsfield Cadet School Cadet Corps led that parade. Wow. And I used to stand at the head of King Street, and the Beaconsfield kids would be leading that parade. I was so proud of you, really. Everyone should have seen that. That's great. Go to it, buddy. And this was I don't remember this guy as a little kid, but he's not bad now.
I showed him the bruises on my hands, but anyway, I wanted to bring you up to the cadet corps because I know you were so proud of that group.
I was, yeah.
With our wedge hats. We did look pretty sharp.
So you were terrific. I don't, has everyone here seen this?
No. We have to see it.
Pass this around.
I got my brother's
If I could just walk around and meet you, I'd love it.
Eddie.
Oh, yes. And of course, I read the history
How is that working for you? Pretty good.
I'm not used to it. Actually, the first time I'm doing it, I think it's working all right.
It's working pretty good.